Okay, let's unpack this. Summer 2025 is just around the corner, right?
Definitely.
And doesn't it just spark that feeling of wanting to, shift gears, shed the heavy stuff, and embrace something fresh and vibrant?
Absolutely. There's a real, palpable energy shift with the warmer months,
Yeah.
a desire for lightness and expression.
Yeah, and sometimes that starts small, like our nails.
Totally. Nails are this perfect, tiny canvas to instantly tap into that summer feeling.
Exactly. And to figure out what that feeling looks like on fingertips this summer, we dove into a fantastic source, really detailed. They
Mm.
tracked upcoming lacquer launches, they looked at what nail influencers are doing, and crucially, they went straight to the top industry artists, the people actually setting the trends.
Like Jinsoon Choi, Elle Gerstein, and Brittany Boyce. Getting insights directly from them is, well, it's key.
Right.
Because they aren't just guessing. They're living and shaping these trends every day.
Mm.
You get a real feel for what's genuinely bubbling up.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to sort of distill all that expert insight for you.
Yeah?
Cut through the noise, show you exactly what the pros say will be dominating the summer 2025 nail scene, like a shortcut to being in the know.
And maybe finding your next look.
Definitely. And what immediately jumps out from talking to these artists is the overall vibe.
Oh, for sure. Jinsoon Choi puts it beautifully, doesn't she? Summer nails are all about freedom and vibrancy.
Yes.
It's the season where bold, happy colors come alive. Everything feels more playful.
Love that. And Brittany Boyce just says, I don't do rules, I do vibes.
Yes, that really captures it.
You really get that sense of high energy, of breaking free and just leaning into joy and playfulness. It's less about strict trends, more about a feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as you're thinking about your summer style, keep that high energy, playful spirit in mind. That's really the core of it.
Okay, so let's jump into how that vibe translates specifically onto nails. Starting with what everyone agrees is front and center, color. Now, brightly colored nails are kind of a summer staple, yeah, but the source makes it clear that for summer 2025, we're seeing vibrant shades, not just present, but truly dominating.
That's the key word, vibrant. Think bright, saturated hues, intense yellow, fiery orange, electric pink, vivid green. These aren't pastel or muted. They've got impact.
And the experts highlight that these colors are bold, but wearable.
Yeah, totally wearable. They instantly energize any look, almost like an accessory themselves.
And what's interesting is how versatile these vibrant shades are. You can just go with a solid single color across all nails.
Absolutely. And the intensity of the shade itself makes that simple approach feel like a statement.
But this is where the vibes, not rules thing comes back in.
Right.
You can also use these bright colors for really playful details, simple dots, unexpected funky tips, or maybe bold geometric patterns.
Exactly. Because a base color is so vibrant, even a basic design feels really dynamic. The source had that picture of pink camouflage nails.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It used a vibrant pink and just a fun, simple pattern, and it looked incredibly lively. It showed how the color does so much of the heavy lifting.
Okay, so vibrant color is the foundation. Which specific shades are the absolute must-watches, according to the experts?
Well, Elle Gerstein singles out citrus yellow as the standout color. She feels it's really evolved past the softer, butter yellow we saw earlier.
Citrus yellow. That feels so bright, so optimistic. Why do you think the specific shade is getting called out?
Gerstein actually connects it directly to a broader feeling.
Yeah.
She said something like, we need to be happy right now.
Wow.
So it's a color that embodies optimism and energy.
Yeah.
And she notes it's not just nails, it's showing up in fashion, accessories too. It's a key color across trends.
Okay.
And it's versatile for full coverage, but also perfect for playful art. Think Little Lemons or Sunset Gradients. We saw an image showing these sharp, bright, neon yellow lines on long nails. Really showed his potential in striking design.
I love that connection between a color and the, cultural mood. What other star shades are on their radar?
Bright coral is making a notable comeback, according to Gerstein.
Coral. Okay.
She calls it a perfect combo of pink and orange.
That definitely screams warm weather. Draws attention.
It absolutely does. And she points out it pairs exceptionally well with a tan. Instantly brings those classic tropical beach or sunset vibes to mind.
Total summer vacation color.
Mm-hmm. The source showed a bright orange-red Essie bottle that was a perfect example of this vibrant shade family.
Okay, so vibrant, bold. But is there any room for something a little softer this summer? Or is it all high impact?
There is, but it often comes with a twist.
Yeah.
Gerstein's go-to pastel for summer is soft lilac.
Lilac, okay.
but she highlights that it offers that gentle shade, but with a lot of extra shine.
Ah, so the shine is important. It's not just a flat pastel.
Exactly. It elevates it, and she finds it particularly versatile. Apparently, on olive skin tones, it can almost act like a neutral. And the source mentioned you could go for a standard soft lilac or try a metallic option, like one called Lilac at Hot. They showed a metallic mineral fusion bottle that fit that description.
Soft, but still dynamic with that shine or metallic finish.
Got it.
Yeah.
And wasn't there another pick from Gerstein that had a kind of subtle glow?
Yes. Pearlescent pink. She suggests moving beyond classic opaque pinks to finishes that replicate a shiny, almost wet look, often with micro shimmer or tiny flecks of gold or silver.
Like capturing light on the nail surface? Sort of luminous?
Exactly that. It offers a subtle pop, this beautiful luminosity, while still feeling minimalist and really refined. There was an image demonstrating this, a hand with a gorgeous pearlescent pink manicure. Very chic, very summery.
So vibrant colors are key, specific shades leading the way. How are texture and finish playing into this overall summer vibe? Well, like we said, pastels haven't vanished, but as Jin-Sun Choi notes, they are evolving.
Okay.
We'll see them not just as solid colors, but integrated into creative designs.
So the creativity is more in the application, not just the color itself.
Precisely. Think playful color swirls, maybe modern pastel French tips, or those layered ombre effects that blend shades dynamically.
Right.
And Elgerstein adds that the glazed pastel chrome look is a key evolution here.
Glazed pastel chrome.
Yeah, building on that really popular glazed donut finish, but doing it in softer, almost candy-colored shades.
Okay, glazed pastel chrome. That sounds beautiful. For someone maybe not familiar, what does chrome mean in this context? Like, what does it look like?
Sure. It usually refers to a type of finish. Often you get it with a special powder that's rubbed onto the nail.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives this highly reflective, almost mirrored metallic look. So imagine that super shiny reflective surface, but infused with a soft pastel color.
Got it. Adding that high shine, almost metallic layer to a pastel, that makes sense. What about playing with finishes in a more contrasting way?
Oh, yeah. Brittany Boyce is apparently obsessed with the combination of matte neons.
Matte and neon. That
Yeah.
feels counterintuitive. Usually neon is all about the shine, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so interesting. It takes the intensity of the neon color, but gives it this sophisticated, flat, non-reflective finish.
Huh.
Boyce loves mixing vivid tones like pink and orange, sometimes even switching colors on each hand, which she says keeps it fresh and adds to that rules don't apply.
Definitely breaks the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerstein does note that matte yellow specifically might be a very fleeting trend, but the concept of mixing matte and neon finishes seems to be a strong micro-trend. We saw a picture of matte neon pink and orange press-ons that were incredibly striking.
That contrast is unexpected and cool. Okay, what about for listeners who prefer neutrals? Is there a summer update for them, or is it all brights and neons?
No, absolutely. Fresh whites remain a classic summer staple, according to Jin-Sun Choi.
Always feels so clean for warm weather.
It does. And the beauty is in the range from sheer, kind of milky whites to crisp, opaque ones, and yes, even pearlescent whites fit in here.
First,
Incredibly versatile, particularly as a base. Choi mentions starting with a white base, sheer or opaque, because it makes even intricate line work or other designs really pop, while the whole look still feels light, modern, and airy.
good point.
And Gerstein adds that even a sheer gray can fit into this clean, neutral summer trend. The source showed white nails with some elegant black line art, perfectly demonstrating how white serves as that ideal modern canvas.
Okay, so we've covered color, shades, finishes, textures. Now let's talk about the experts pushing that, like more is more energy, really going all out.
Yeah, this is where that freedom aspect really comes alive. Brittany Boyce strongly encourages thinking of nails as actual jewelry this summer.
You mean like adding literal adornments?
Exactly. The trend is about filling the entire set of nails with charms, studs, tiny 3D orbs, other decorative elements, all sorts of things.
Wow.
And Boyce's take is you can even mix in neon colors with the charms and studs. She calls it chaos in the best way.
Huh. Chaos in the best way. I like that.
It's about seeing each nail as a miniature sculpture or piece of art. The source had several images of these really elaborate, jeweled, high-dimension nail sets. They looked incredible, like tiny wearable art pieces.
That is definitely maximalist and expressive. What's another way to add color and dimension that might be a bit more approachable for, DIY?
Jin-Sun Choi highlights confetti nails, calls it a fun, easy way to get a burst of colorful art.
confetti nails, what does that actually involve? Like, how do you do it?
It's essentially using colorful dots, maybe with a dotting tool, or tiny glitter pieces, or miniature decals scattered over a neutral or sheer base color.
Ah, okay.
Choi describes it as carefree, celebratory. It instantly feels fun. And it's a quick way to incorporate multiple vibrant colors without needing complex techniques or a super steady hand. The source showed a bottle of polish that actually had colorful glitter particles in it to create this effect.
Oh, that sounds perfect for someone wanting a playful look without needing advanced nail art skills. Easy win. And finally, what about trends that are just pure summer in feeling? Evocative.
Gerstein points to trends that directly evokes beach or ocean scenes. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, like classic blues and greens.
Yes, those are always staples, of course.
Hmm.
But it also includes more literal mermaid vibes,
Okay.
which can mean things like realistic seashell textures sculpted from 3D gel.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, or simply using a classic ocean blue polish. But Gerstein makes a really interesting point here. She feels that deep blue, while maybe not a fast-changing trend, is a universal staple. Often overlooked, but it's absolutely part of the core of what summer feels like.
That's a great distinction between a fleeting trend and like a core feeling.
Exactly. The source even included an image of nails sculpted beautifully to resemble realistic seashells. Quite amazing.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered vibrant colors, specific star shades, ways texture and finish are evolving, and how people are adding serious dimension. So bringing this all together, why should these specific trends matter to you, the listener?
Well, think of this deep dive as inspiration, really. Whether you get your nails professionally done or enjoy doing them yourself at home, these trends are just ideas.
Right.
They offer you different ways to capture that high-energy, playful, free spirit of summer 2025 right in your own fingertips.
It's about finding a look that makes you feel good, that energizes you, or maybe just lets you participate in the fun, vibrant mood of the season. It shows you the possibilities that are out there right now.
It's finding your unique expression within that broader summer vibe the experts described, finding what feels like you.
Absolutely. So what we're seeing for summer 2025, it seems, is a definitive lean into fun, freedom, and vibrancy. It's about embracing bold color, playing with surprising textures and finishes, and maybe even using your nails as tiny canvases for expressive 3D art.
It's definitely a season where your fingertips can truly reflect your mood and your energy.
So here's a final thought then. If this summer's nail trends are all about this high energy, this playfulness, this desire for freedom and expression, what does that maybe tell us about the broader feeling or what people might be craving right now, culturally?
It makes you think, doesn't it, about how even a small detail like the color and style on your nails can be a powerful personal way to tap into the energy and spirit of a season. What creative expression are you ready to explore this summer?